Declare a range from string arrow function that takes two parameters, num1 and num2. The function should implicitly return, which means to automatically return, the result of calling range with name num1 and num2 as arguments. To be safe, parse num1 and num2 into integers as you pass them into range. Now, we first have to declare the function. We write const, and then a range from string. Okay, range from string, right? And it says to be an arrow function, so we have to declare an equal and then a parenthesis, and within the parenthesis that we input here our num1 and num2. Now again, the difference between parameters and arguments is that parameters are a placeholder of the value, whereas the arguments is the actual value. Now with that in mind, we now finish our arrow function. So this is our arrow function. An arrow pointing to the right, it says to implicitly return, which means to automatically, we don't need this one. You just have to leave it as it is. Now, to be safe, which implicitly return the result of calling range. We know that we had declared our range function, our arrow function range in here. So we just have to call the function we just declared range. And within that range is that we input our two arguments, which are the num1 and num2. I'm kinda thirsty. Pardon for my gulp. Now it says to be safe, parse num1 and num2 into integers as you pass them into range. Parse means to basically break down something into small components. For example, you have a Lego robot. If you take out the arm, left arm, right arm, and the left leg, right leg, and the head. So it's basically breaking parts from a group. Okay. Now the syntax of the parse int is basically like this: parse int in a parenthesis, and within that parenthesis is where you input your arguments or parameters. Now, within range function, we declare, or we write the built-in function parse int, and within the parse int is where we input num1. That's also the same with num2. So parse int, and don't forget the semicolon. What did I do wrong? You should declare a range from string, range from okay, I made a mistake. There it is.